we would want to see is Alcaraz or Sinner figure it out on lightning fast and then have the same match on super slow. And that's how the ranking points used to be, remember?
What Roger says makes sense, but it's not new. When Roger was playing, it was already the case. In 2002, Wimbledon decided to really slow down the surface too. It's a decision of all the governing bodies of tennis. Wimbledon was probably the fastest surface historically, and now it became a surface that is sometimes even slower than Roland Garros. We know that what we regret is that it killed serve and volley players, but at the same time it was important because you had guys that were serving too many aces. The game was getting boring in some surfaces. There is always both sides of the coin. To say that it would be interesting to see Alcaraz and Sinner on a faster surface, yes, it would have been interesting to see Carlos and Yannick on faster surfaces, as it would have been interesting also to see Rafa, Roger and Novak on faster surfaces, which we didn't see either. So it's not a new thing. If we would have kept the very fast surfaces, the serve of both Alcaraz and Sinner would be much more efficient. But what about the other guys that are huge serves? It would be a completely different game, and I think it would be really boring, because how do you return really Opelka? How do you return Zverev? How do you return Shelton? At some point you won't be able to return those guys anymore, and then the game will be very boring. So I personally don't regret that. Maybe there would have been other options, maybe to make the service box shorter or slow down the balls. I don't know. That's the decision that has been taken, and we have to deal with it now. The most interesting would be to see Alcaraz and Sinner with the UTS rules and see how they deal with it. This would be really interesting, because there is only one serve.